We've reached the halfway point of the season as the Minnesota Gophers come into this week 3-3, ready to take on the number 23 ranked Northwestern Wildcats in Minnesota's third Big Ten game of the season. Minnesota got off to an impressive 3-0 start in non-conference play, then followed that up with 3 straight losses in which turnovers became their enemy late in games. All eyes will be on sophomore quarterback Philip Nelson to hold on to the football and protect it as Minnesota tries to get their first conference win against the ranked Northwestern Wildcats. How will Minnesota's defense fare today against the dangerous dual threat Kane Coulter, leading the way for the Northwestern offense coming off of a 4-touchdown performance? Here is the first play of the game, a handoff. No, he keeps it, a read option for Coulter in the open field, 40-yard line. He has the first down. It's a gain of 19 out of the gate for Kane Coulter. Running quarterbacks are nothing new to this Gophers team. They've seen plenty this year, but Coulter is very talented. 2nd and 9, he keeps it again. Across midfield, he picks up 9 more. Northwestern spreading it out on 3rd down and inches, and Coulter drops back to throw. He takes off, runs past the down Minnesota defender, and is tripped up at the 35-yard line, a gain of 13 for Coulter. And it's not just Coulter you have to watch out for. Halfback Venrique Mark is a dangerous speed threat as he breaks a tackle on his first carry of the game and goes upfield for 4. So far, all runs on this drive for Northwestern. They keep it on the ground with Trumpy across the first down marker. A stiff arm on Brock Vereen inside the 10, and Aaron Hill can't catch him. Touchdown Northwestern as Mike Trumpy takes this one in, and Northwestern is up 6-0. Look at this stiff arm though on Brock Vereen, just dirty. After the Northwestern rushing assault on their first drive, they're up 7-0, and now it's Minnesota's turn to try and answer. Nelson from under center hands off to the halfback to Nell Kirkland like they usually do on their opening play, and this is good for 1 yard. And we'll see if Minnesota runs the ball a little bit more this week and take some pressure off of Nelson. He's throwing on 2nd down underneath, caught by Frichty, flying across the middle. He has the first down after the catch, a 13-yard catch and run. Andre McDonald checks into the game out of the slot, and Nelson drops back to throw, quickly fires over the middle, caught by Crawford Tufts, running a slant for a gain of 9. And a new set of downs, just shy of Northwestern territory, handoff to Kirkwood as he crosses the 50-yard line and picks up 6 in the process. 2nd down and 4, Minnesota with 2 receivers left. Nelson off the play action. He fires and Frichty makes the catch. Good tight throw by Nelson as he finds Frichty for 12. A good blend of run and pass on this first drive. Nelson pump and hands off to Gillum up the gut for a gain of 5. That'll move the chains once again. Good drive for Minnesota to open up their offensive day. Nelson to throw, and it's almost intercepted, knocked down by the defensive end, drop back, intended for Goodger. 3rd down and 10, no reason to force a throw this early in the game, just get some points. Nelson drops back, good coverage, and Nelson tries to scramble but can't escape. It's a loss of 1, and out comes the field goal unit. 7-3, Northwestern on top of it. Each team has 1 drive apiece. Here with 2:55 to go in the first quarter, as it's Diedrich underneath making the catch from Kane Coulter for 5. And now facing 3rd and 4, a split shotgun look for the purple as Coulter drops back and wants to take off. He stiff arms Cochran, and the defense converges, but Coulter has the first down of the gain of 6. Coulter showing off the running ability early and often. Now a handoff to Venrique Mark up the middle, a stiff arm on Manuel as he collects 5. We're seeing the nation's 4th-ranked rushing attack on display today. 3rd and 1, Coulter fakes and goes long, and I'm not sure if that was an overthrow or if he threw it away, but it's incomplete. And now Minnesota takes over for stopping Northwestern for the first time today. McDonald in motion. Nelson running the option. He pitches back to Daniel Kirkwood, and he makes a man miss. Nice stiff arm in, taken out of bounds at the 25. They need 7 on 3rd down. Split shotgun look, Gillum and Kirkwood. Nelson throwing, and he fires outside. Caught by Andre McDonald for 15. And Nelson so far doing very well in the air, playing it safe. And now a design quarterback draw up the middle as Nelson shows off the speed for a gain of 8. I would like to see some more designed runs for Nelson because he is very dangerous outside of the pocket. He's throwing on 1st and 10, and he steps up in the pocket and goes down for a loss of 5. Will Hampton on the sack, making it 2nd down and long. Nelson from under center. Here's the pressure again. Throw is off, caught by Kirkwood up the middle. He gets the yardage back, and it's going to be 3rd down and 6. And so Nelson comes out with 3 wide under center. It's McDonald in the slot, and he goes outside, and Frichty boxes out the defender and makes the catch, leaping 20 yards for Isaac Frichty. You can see the chemistry as Nelson anticipates Frichty making his comeback, and it's 20 yards. And now inside the Northwestern 25-yard line. Nelson quickly outside. He's hit with the passes caught by Drew Goodger, trying to power through, and he does get enough for the first down to move the chains. McDonald is left with Crawford Tufts. And Nelson out of the gun on 3rd and 3. Here's the pressure, and Nelson holds on to the football and goes back down. It's Will Hampton again. And Minnesota has had 2 scoring drives, only field goals. Will that hurt them today? Northwestern back on the attack as Venrick Mark takes his carry for about 8 yards. And Mark has dangerous speed. If they work him outside in open space, it could be dangerous. He's trying to go outside on this stretch, and he's brought down shy of the first down. Good play. And now 3rd and 1. Northwestern hurrying it up, and Coulter fakes the handoff, goes long, and overthrows again. That's another 3 and out for the Coulter-led Northwestern offense. Minnesota's defense finding their footing as we look at the offensive comparison so far, as Minnesota is controlling the clock. They have the football 1st down and 10 at their own 37-yard line. Nelson over the middle, pass is caught by Crawford Tufts, running a slant for a gain of 7. 3rd and 1 of the fullback Mike Henry in the game. Kirkwood is the tailback. He takes the handoff up the middle, has the 1st down following blockers, a 4-yard gain. Minnesota has done an excellent job in the first half of controlling this clock. 2:40 to play in the first half as Nelson flies out of the pocket, sets his feet, fires, and caught by Lincoln, pulls sack for 16. And I think that's what a lot of people want to see more of. Nelson is very effective out of the pocket, and he hands off to Gillum on 1st down, this time running left for a gain of 5. Nelson goes to the shotgun on 3rd down and 5. Goodger is a lone tight end, 3 wide. Nelson underneath. It's cut by the halfback. Janelle Kirkwood, a spin move. Can't evade the defender, but it's an 11-yard 1st down. And the chains just keep moving for the Gophers offense, down by a point. Nelson pumps, and now he goes down. Nelson sacked again, this time for a loss of 6. Nelson trying to be smarter with the football, but it's now 3rd and 11. 3 wide. And here's the blitz from Northwestern, and the pressure is on Nelson, and down he goes. Sacked for the 3rd time in the first half by Will Hampton. We'll see the replay here as Nelson tries to get the throw off, but cannot as Hampton takes him down. Chris Hawthorne attempting his 3rd field goal on the day, this one from about 43 or 44, and here is the kick. It's up, and it sails through. And Minnesota has taken the lead 9-7 here on the road as Northwestern has 12 seconds to play in the first half, and Coulter is throwing, and he finds an open Lawrence over the middle in Minnesota territory for an 18-yard gain. We haven't seen Northwestern pass much today, but they basically have to now with only a few seconds remaining as Mark makes the catch off the screen to the 45 and out of bounds. No, he's not get out of bounds, but Northwestern brings a timeout. Jeff Budzine from 54-55 to take the lead before the half. Here's the boot, strong-legged right foot kick is hooked wide left. He had the strength, but not the accuracy. And with that, we'll go to the half. Minnesota up over the number 23 ranked Northwestern Wildcats in a low-scoring affair, 9-7. 3 field goals from Chris Hawthorne have given the Gophers the lead. Heading into the break as we go to our recruiting halftime show this week, looking at cornerbacks. Minnesota will have 2 cornerbacks graduate this year and 3 next season, so it's time to get some depth and young guys ready. First up is Paul Patrick, a 6'1", 186-pound corner, a tall press coverage corner who would be a bit of a project but could be eventually a very solid outside cornerback. And then we have fellow 3-star prospect Sam Graves, 6'2", 188 pounds. He's good in both man and zone coverage, but does not have great speed, so might be best fitted to more of the zone looks that Minnesota gives. And we'll look at the current roster. You can see Jeremy Baltazar and Marquez Shabazz are the outside starters. Derek Wells has played very well out of the slot and has made a lot of tackles towards the line of scrimmage. You love to see that. And then Brianne Body Calhoun has played mainly on special teams. And the other guys have not really had a lot of playing time, but this is such a key position for the Gophers because of all the graduates they're going to have. Next year will be an all-new starting cornerback tandem, and likely one of those 2 will be Derek Wells. But then you have 3 seniors next year with Wells, Body Calhoun, and Jones, and so Minnesota has to get some depth, and they have to have a plan early if they're going to have an effective secondary. But that's all for this week, guys. We'll talk about another position next week, likely linebackers. But we'll go to the second half next as Minnesota's giving Northwestern a very tough fight. 9-7, Minnesota leads, trying to get their first Big Ten win of the season. Can they finish the job in the second half? We'll find out next. Welcome to the second half where Minnesota is leading Northwestern 9-7, absolutely dominating the time of possession game. We're here in the third quarter to open things up with Nelson out of the shotgun, off-tackle handoff, sweep outside to Kirkwood for a gain of 4. The running game hasn't gotten the big chunks today, but what Minnesota has done well is move the chains. 3rd and 2, they do it again. Drew Goodger underneath the tight end, a gain of 6. Chains move. In the first half, Nelson 11 of 14, 124 as he gives to Kirkwood on second down, running left for a gain of 8. Another chain mover, looking for another big third down play. This time they need 8. Nelson outside, caught by the senior Derek Engel, his second catch on the year, and it's good for a first down. And Nelson now split shotgun look, and he fakes the Roderick Williams and keeps it. And he'll slide ahead after a gain of 9 on the ground. And Minnesota inside the 30. They're in field goal range for Hawthorne. And a handoff to Kirkwood as he moves the chains again on this gain of 3. Facing second down and long, twin tight ends for Nelson. The halfback is Kirkwood from under center. He tosses it to the end zone, and it's almost intercepted. A dangerous throw. Ibrahim Campbell on coverage. Minnesota's been effective today on third down, but they need 11 yards to the 14-yard line. Nelson rolling left, nobody open, and he scrambles away from a defender and now takes off and tries to get the first down fighting, and he's only going to get 7 yards. 4th down and 4 coming up. Hawthorne trying to extend the lead on this 4th field goal attempt. Snap down from the left hash and kick is up, and it is good. 12-7 Minnesota. And the defense comes back out for the Gophers. They've played well today, haven't allowed very many big plays since that first possession for Northwestern, who has had no success really since that drive as Benrick Mark takes his handoff for a gain of 5. And 3rd and 2. Can Minnesota get another big stop? Coulter back to throw, outside, lobs it, and it's almost picked off by Ben Perry IV. The defensive end almost came away with a turnover. Northwestern's offense really struggling, and Minnesota has not touched the end zone yet. Only 4 field goals as Gillum out of the backfield makes the catch and is tackled in open field at the 45. I formation, Mike Henry in the game on 1st and 10. Handoff, Williams up the middle and brought down quickly for a loss of 1 by Proby as Minnesota's run game has not gotten going. 6 of 10 on 3rd down, very good. 3rd and 7 now for Nelson. Back to throw, he steps up and fires over the middle, caught by Williams underneath, but it's only 4-yard gain. It's 7, and so now the punting unit comes out. Northwestern came into this game averaging 253 rushing yards a game, and Minnesota has stopped them on all but their first possession as Mark tries to go outside, but look who's all over it, Demarius Travis. Only a 3-yard rush on 1st down on the last play of the 3rd quarter as Coulter finds some space. A 1st down as he powers through a defender, and Coulter puts the 3rd quarter the rest of the 17-yard scamper. The 4th quarter now underway as Minnesota leads 12-7. 7:41 to go in the game as Coulter takes off and is caught from behind by Cameron Bonicelli. No gain on the play. I'm sure all the games against running quarterbacks have really helped Minnesota prepare for this game as Benrick Mark on 3rd and 6. He has the first down on the handoff and he's out of bounds in Minnesota territory, a gain of 12. Despite Northwestern's struggles, they're only down by 5 after Minnesota has not scored a touchdown today. Vital makes the catch this time as Coulter finds him outside on the gain of 13. Northwestern driving, we'll see if these field goals come back to haunt Minnesota. Handoff Mark, and Derek Wells makes an excellent play in the backfield, a loss of 5. And Wells has easily been the best tackling secondary member this season as Coulter throws on 2nd and 15 out to Vital, who makes the catch but wrapped out quickly by Aaron Hill. A key 3rd and 7. Does this drive keep moving or does Minnesota stop them here? Coulter wants the run, and he's at the first down marker and just gets enough. He needed 7, he got about 9 it looks like. 7 rushes, 73 yards on the ground for Kane Coulter. He's running again, this time brought down quickly. It's James Manuel who is spying the quarterback and takes him down for a loss. Forced into another tough 3rd down spot. They need 10 yards, spreading it out 5 wide. Kane Coulter, a 3-man rush, pressure, he lost the football and Northwestern keeps it, but it's a strip sack for Minnesota, their first forced fumble on the season. It was Michael Amefula spinning around the left tackle and getting Kane Coulter down. Northwestern trying to cut this lead back to 2. Here is the kick from Budsey, and his kick is up, and it is good. 12-10 Minnesota. And Minnesota here in the 4th quarter in crunch time, trying to hold on to this lead. Nelson hands off to James Gillum running right, and he has about 4 or 5. And a split shotgun look on 3rd and 5. Roderick Williams and James Gillum. Nelson back to throw, fires to the sideline, it's knocked away, intended for Andre McDonald. The pass is incomplete. Good coverage on the play by the Northwestern defense, dropping back into his zone, and Nelson almost had McDonald there on the sideline. Northwestern taking over on offense as Minnesota has controlled the clock but only holds a 2-point lead. Northwestern with 4 minutes to play, plenty of time for Kane Coulter. Passing on 1st down, Vital makes another catch. He evades defenders in the Gophers territory, gain of 18. And this passing game is starting to open up for the purple as Mark takes the handoff outside with a little bit of space as he gets away from Hageman, has a gain of 8 at second down and short. And now Minnesota stacks the box. And Coulter fakes the handoff. He's keeping it up the middle. He has some space. A first down in the gain of 12. And now in field goal range, primed to take the lead. Coulter hands off to Venrick Mark. Excellent play by Damian Wilson, hurdling and taking down the running back for a loss of 1. About a 47-yard field goal attempt from here. Out of the pistol, handoff Mike Trumpy. Running left, breaks out of a tackle, and he has 9 spinning up ahead. Third and short. Minnesota brings the safety down and backs off. Coulter, he tries to throw, and the pass is incomplete. Looks like he hit the back of his lineman on that throw, rushing the pass a little bit, and that's going to be 4th down. Jeff Budzine trying to give Northwestern back the lead with 3 minutes to play. Here's the kick from 38 yards out. It is good! Right through the uprights as Northwestern takes a 13-12 lead. And now here's Budzine's kick in back deep as Marcus Jones as Minnesota will try to reclaim their lead. They'll have a little under 3 minutes to do so as Jones breaks to the outside and then caught from behind a 32-yard run. Everyone watching Philip Nelson. He has to keep control of the football and play smart. Fakes the handoff on 1st and 10. It's a run for Philip Nelson. Running outside, but not much room, only a gain of 3. 2:21 to play, clock running. 3 wide for Nelson. Back to throw, quickly outside, caught by the tight end, Drew Goodger. He's driven down for a gain of 5. 3rd and 2, no reason to panic here. Handoff, Gillum. He has the first down. Good run blocking as he's driven down just shy of midfield. Offset I formation, trying to cross the 50. Handoff, Gillum, wide open lane. Dancing up the middle as a first down, a gain of 10 for James Gillum. A minute 33, Roderick Williams in the game. Handoff left. Good blocking again as Williams goes ahead to the 35-yard line, a gain of 9. On the edge of field goal range, the longest this year for Hawthorne is from 49 yards out. This time Gillum goes up the middle for a gain of 3. They've ran effectively despite no big gains. 1st and 10, Nelson with 2 receivers left. He's throwing for the first time on the drive. Rolls left, sets and fires. Frickty inside the 15, makes the catch, a 22-yard gain in chip shot field goal range now as Nelson buys time, extends the play, and Frickty makes the play. We've seen a much smarter game this week from Philip Nelson. Now it's 1st down and goal. Minnesota running up the middle, trying to get closer to the end zone. This time Gillum for 4. And Gillum down the stretch has played excellent in this game. Williams now, it's a play action for Nelson, and he takes the sack, holds on, and Minnesota backed up on 3rd and goal. Almost a scary play as Nelson holds on to the football and does not force it. And so 3rd and goal with Gillum in the game, handoff going right, and he's tripped out quickly. That's a loss of 1, and now it's time. Chris Hawthorne attempting to give Minnesota their first Big Ten win of the season over the number 23 ranked Northwestern Wildcats. From 30 yards, snap down, kick is up, it is good! Minnesota has knocked off Northwestern. They defeat the number 23 ranked team in the nation and have their first Big Ten win on the year, moving to 4-3 overall on the season. Player of the game honors go to Chris Hawthorne, a perfect 5 for 5 on the day. Minnesota snaps their 3-game losing streak, and Minnesota did not turn the football over, and they win their first game in which they did not force a turnover. So a big game for Minnesota, getting over that 3-game losing streak. Northwestern came out, looked strong on their first possession, but then Minnesota just clamped down on the running game, and the rest was history. Minnesota just played very effective football. They controlled the clock for 70% of the game. They ran the ball well enough to convert on 3rd down, and they passed effectively, and Minnesota just played a very good game. It played to their strengths, and they beat the Northwestern Wildcats. But next week, a tough test. Number 4 ranked Nebraska. They are perfect on the season. They've played extremely tough football. The number 3 rushing team in the nation, have the 2nd ranked defense, and Minnesota has not beat the Cornhuskers since 1960. It won't be an easy game by any stretch. But that's what's up next for the Gophers, playing their 8th game next week against the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Thanks for watching, everybody. Big win today over Northwestern, and Minnesota moves on to 4-3. We'll see you next week. Have a great day.